Hello, everybody. My name is Mary Ann Bailey, and I am the owner of thehipsenior.com. We've started a new platform called Live Community, which we're on here today. Cynthia's going to be teaching us a little bit about skincare and makeup over the age of 50. And Cynthia's just so much full of fun. I'm going to let Cynthia introduce herself and take it from here. I'm just going to be reading questions and sitting by learning how to say your name. So sorry.
Okay.
All
Cynthia,
yours.
welcome to this webinar. This is the first for me of this kind, and I met Marianne over on Instagram, and we have instantly, just formed a friendship, and we have just strategized, and I'm so thankful for her because she's helping me in so many ways to get my platform out there. And what I'm about is helping women in their senior years to feel more confident. Now, whether that is with makeup and skincare or just feeling better about yourself every day when you get up. There is just so many obstacles that we face as we get more mature. And you look in the mirror some days and you're thinking, well, how did that happen? Where did those bags come from? Where did the lines come from? And it's not that we care to age, we just need to do it a little gracefully so that we feel a little bit better about ourselves. But I am 68. I got a divorce almost 13 years ago after 36 years of marriage. That was a really hard time for me. And I'd always been somebody's mother, somebody's wife. My life had evolved around raising my children. Then my grandchildren came along. I have 10 wonderful grandchildren, but I lost me in the process. I did not know who I was anymore. And I started just trying to take better care of myself because when I wake up in the morning, I would feel like I was just like so lost. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't have a purpose, if that makes sense. And so a makeup company fell in my lap, and the makeup company's not my passion. I'd make a living doing that, but my passion is to help women feel more confident about themselves. And so I just started doing some makeup tutorials. Facebook Live came along during that time, and I did it scared. I was terrified to put myself out there without any makeup on. I'd always hid behind makeup. I felt like if I had my makeup on, that people would accept me and would think that I was all put together. When I started, I didn't know what I was doing, but then as time went on, I'm self-taught. I've never been to some kind of classes and all that. I learn as I go. And sometimes that's the best way to learn makeup, and things like that is just trial and error and figure out what you're doing. And those memories that come up on your Facebook feed and everything. And I'm looking back 10 years ago, and I'm thinking, why did anybody even listen to me? Because it was a hot mess. But we learned together. My followers learned what I was about, and they trusted me, and that I wasn't just trying to be all that. I was just trying to be real and just loving on everybody that would listen. I have some amazing followers. Fast forward, entered a pageant. I entered Miss Senior Tennessee. I live in Tennessee, about 70 miles west of Nashville. And I entered Miss Senior Tennessee, and I started meeting all these women over 60, because you have to be 60 to enter. And I loved it. I loved being a part of that organization. And so I entered it when turned 60, and then I did it again when I turned 65. And I went to nationals with my friend Susan England, who won Miss Senior Tennessee, and I did her makeup at nationals. And from there, the director asked me to be the official makeup artist for Tennessee. And then last year, I went to nationals. I did makeup there for the national pageants, and um, the director there gave me the title of the national makeup artist. And I say this to say that don't ever give up on your dreams or think that you're not worth something. It doesn't matter what your age or what is going on in your life. God has a purpose for you. And there are things that may not evolve till we are seniors. And if you'd have told me 10, 15 years ago that I'd be doing this today, I would have probably laughed and said, no, that's not going to happen. But now that things are evolving and I'm getting to meet so many fabulous people, I did go to Pennsylvania Senior America this year. I have my first state queen that I did makeup for. And then last year at Nationals, I had 5 women who made the top 10. So that was just it's so surreal to me that I get to do this and get to meet all of these amazing women. And our skin is different in the 60s. We can't do what we did in 20s, 30s, 40s. Even 50s, you have to make some changes because things changed a little bit. I'm just going to go through and give you some of my top tips of some things that you can do to put your best face forward. Now, these are my tips. These are what I recommend. Nobody says that you have to do everything that I say. Some of these things you may think, "Well, no, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that." And that's okay. But if you have any questions about anything that I'm doing here, be sure and just type in the comments and we will address them. Marianne's going to check those. And then you can always reach out to me. Marianne will tell you how to go about finding me on social media, and I think I've got a page somewhere. Marianne can we talk less. I'm like, I don't know what we're doing, but anyway.
Yep. At the top of your screen, it says attendees chat Q&A polls. By the way, I just did put a poll where I'd love to know where you follow Cynthia, whether it's on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook. So if you guys would hop on there real quick and answer that for us real quick. The Q&A section, if you have questions for her, that's where I'm going to be following along, looking for your questions. Feel free to ask them at appropriate times. We will pop in and sprinkle those throughout the live as well. And if you guys just want to chat amongst yourselves and comment and have some fun, please, I encourage that 100% under the chat option. Please put your chat there so I can distinguish between the chat and if you have a question for Cynthia, just again, be sure to put that in the Q&A and let's get started then.
I see a lot of my friends on here. Thank y'all so much for popping on. That means the world to me. First thing I want to talk about is, girl, you gotta wash your face. Okay. I don't know if people didn't wash their face. I've always washed my face. I may not do a lot of moisturizer, do a lot of things, but you got to wash your face. And did you know that your skin ages 7 times faster if you don't wash your makeup off every day? So one of the things that I try to tell people, I know we get tired, and especially if you're a senior, you're still working. You come home and you're just dog tired and you fall asleep and you're like, I don't want to get up and wash my face. I just want to go to bed. So one of the things that I started doing when I was still working a full-time job, and sometimes now, even if I know that later I'm not going to want to get up and do it, I just go ahead and wash my face. It may be 4 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe 5 o'clock. Go ahead and wash my face so that I'm not going to go to bed with my makeup on. And that is one of the first things that you can do to make your skin better. Our skin needs to breathe. Our skin needs, not to mention, you don't need to be on your linens and stuff with the makeup on, but the makeup will clog your pores at night. At night, your skin is rejuvenating and it is turning over cells. And if you've got your makeup on, it is not going to turn over the cells that it needs to in order to be as fresh as it can be. So always wash your face. And I know that is something that it's been preached to us forever, but that's my number one tip for sure. Find you a good cleanser. Exfoliate. Exfoliation is so good. I usually exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week, and there's a lot of exfoliating masks and things on the market. And if you need to find something that is more, I'm a, my company is more about natural skincare and makeup, and we don't have all the parabens and all of the different chemicals in ours. We're EU certified, which means we are in 17 countries, so our products are clean. But that's what attracted me to that. But whatever product you use, try to find something that's not full of alcohol and doesn't have the things in it that is going to irritate your skin as well. Um, I tell people too, if you've got a good cleanser, put a little salt or a little sugar in your cleanser and just something to give you a little roughage to go on your skin that will take the dead skin cells off. Because if you take the dead skin off, your new skin cells will become more apt to look better under your makeup. And also, if you're not exfoliating regularly and you're using night creams and day creams, they are not penetrating in your skin as well. So you're not getting the full benefits of your skincare if you are not taking off the dead off your skin. And when women sit in my chair and I'm doing a makeover or anything, I can pretty much tell if they've been a face washer or an exfoliator because you can see the dead layer of skin that they might have on their face. So always, if you don't do it but once a week, exfoliate your skin. Now, I'm going to show you something, and this will probably scare some of you, and some of you are going to say, "Oh no, I cannot do that because I don't want my hair on my face. I don't want a beard." But this little tool here is called a tinkle. Okay. And I use this tinkle. It has a little blade on it. It really is not that sharp, but when you go down on your face, and I put a little beauty serum on, or you can put some baby oil, you could put some coconut oil, any kind of oil on your face that this will glide, and you just want to glide down, and you want to kind of get all of that baby fuzz. We all got it. It all comes back, and it will be on that blade, and you swipe it off, and then you do all over your face. This is a great dermaplaning trick as well. If you've never went and had your skin dermaplaned, I suggest you do that. It's the most wonderful thing ever. But they use a tool similar to this, and theirs is a little bit sharper. But they go in, and you want to go down your face, and you just want to take all that peach fuzz off. Now, I'm going to tell you, I've been doing this for 20 years. I've been doing tickling for 20 years. I don't have a beard. My hair on my face does not come back like a man's beard. It will not do that. So don't think that is anything that is going to happen. And it's what a lot of you are probably experiencing some of the things that I'm experiencing. I have little chin hairs that kind of grow sometime, and you have to take tweezers and pull them out. Uh, I laugh sometimes. I'm like, sometimes hair is growing where it never did grow before, but it quit growing where it did used to grow. And then your brows and your thing, all of this, they just get sparse, and you just end up with so much. What do I do with it? What do I do with my skin? Nothing is like it used to be. But you can get these on Amazon. You can get them at Walmart. You can get them at the drugstore. They're everywhere, but they're called tinkles. And I keep a bag of these, and I will do this at least once a week. Sometimes I do it twice a week. But that's just one of the tips that I would tell you that's going to make your face smooth. Your foundation is going to lay better. Your skincare is going to go in better. It's just going to keep that skin smooth. And especially here, you just would not believe how much peach fuzz and stuff we have here and then in here. Now, I know my daughter, she always had a little bit of a mustache like thing here because she was really dark hair, and we would wax her lips all the time. But as she's got older, she can just use the tinkle and don't have to put the waxing, and she just takes that off. So that's just something that I think for your skincare routine is going to make a huge difference. Now, one of the things that has helped my skin more than anything, and I told you at the beginning, I'm 68, is collagen. And I don't know if you know this, but we lose 1% of collagen every year past the age of 25. So I'm 68. So do the math. That's how much collagen I have lost over the years. I did not realize collagen was that important, but collagen is in your skin, it's in your bones, it's in your cartilage, it's in your hair, it's in your nails. Collagen is all in our body. So if you're not taking a good collagen, I suggest you start on a collagen. I take 5,000 milligrams of marine collagen daily, which only has 13 ingredients in the whole collagen. It is geared more towards skin, although it will help joints and it will help gut health. And there's so many benefits of collagen. So I would say get on a good collagen. And if you want to know the kind that I recommend, you can reach out to me for that. I'm not here to promote a lot of products and to just tell you what you should use or whatever. I'm just telling you collagen is so important. There are two kinds of collagen. There's marine collagen and there's bovine. Marine is made of fish, and bovine is made of usually chicken, any kind of meat, sometimes like chicken cartilage, different things where they grind it up. And chicken is more done, it's more for the inside of the body, where our marine collagen is more for the outside. And marine collagen, our bodies know what to do with it. And
Cynthia, somebody asked where you find that.
where do I find that? You can go to my website, which is www.lovelonglashes.com, and you will see a link there for collagen. And you can go there. And I also have this all linked on my social media. And at the top of Instagram, it will tell you it'll have a collagen link. So in the link there. And if you don't find it, all you got to do is reach out to me on social media because Marianne's going to show where to find me. But be thinking about collagen. And also, one thing about collagen too is you can get it in powder form, you can get it in liquid, but just be aware that of the kind that you're getting and how many ingredients are in your collagen. The one I use, there's only 13 ingredients in the whole thing. It's made with a fruit juice, natural juices, Aceola cherry. It has sodium hyaluronic in it. And if you do that, your due diligence of skincare and what what products that you need to use. Let's see, this is a collagen I use. It is a Daily U collagen. And it tastes this is 2 tablespoons in this packet, and it's fresh every single day. So I take this every single day. You can take it with in the morning, night, whenever you want to, or you can mix it with juice, whatever you want to do, but it's always fresh and it's not going to lose its potency because it's always sealed up. So that's the one I use. But I'll be glad to answer any questions about collagen. Okay, Miriam, where are we now? I've talked about skin a little bit. I'm going to move on to just giving them a little tips of makeup things that are my top things. I came without any makeup on so that I can just show you some of the things that I find works best for me to cover those lines and wrinkles.
So we're about halfway through then, and Cynthia has graciously offered to have a drawing today. If you guys will make sure that you follow her on her social media, you've come to the webinar. We've got that covered. And if you'll head over to Live Community, and I'll put the link here in the chat, it's www.livecommunity.online. And it should have been where you registered for this webinar. And if you will sign up on the bottom of the front page, there is a form to sign up for Live Community. You get registered. We're having, like I said, all kinds of classes from all kinds of people. Later today, we're even having a wine tasting class, which will be a lot of fun. In future ones, you'll be told what kind of wine you can get or where you can order it from, and just play along. Be able to do the actual wine tasting and stuff like that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're organizing a lot of events, and it's 100% free. So if you guys will go register, for the people that register, and you're not going to get spammed, we're setting it up so that there will be a portal you go to and you can just see everything that's going on that website. So if you go and register, then you'll be registered to be part of the drawing for Cynthia's goodie bag. Cynthia, what's involved with this goodie bag today that you're giving away?
It's going to have a couple of my favorite products. And because I am with the company that I'm at, I can't tell you everything I'm going to give away, but I can show you the bag. The bag is so cute with those lashes. Who wants lashes like that? So this is just going to be a bag of goodies, and it's going to just have some of my favorite things in there, and be able to, you can try them, and it'll also have some things, and there will be a tinkle. There will be a tinkle in there,
Nice.
just for say, that you can try. And I also am going to put a sample of this collagen. It will be in there, but then some of the other things will be surprised. We're gonna don't you love surprises? I love to get a bag and have a surprise and not know what I'm actually getting.
What does that collagen taste like? Is it flavored?
I tell everybody it tastes like a fruit roll up liquid. It's very fruity. It's fruity. It's just, it tastes really good. I don't know how to describe it other than it's more because we have cherry and peaches in it. So it's a mixture of those two. And it just tastes like a yummy fruit roll up. If you was to take a fruit roll up, I think, and melt it.
Still sweetener in there, Cynthia?
It is sweetened with stevia, so it's natural. There is no added sugars or anything like that. So if you're thinking about diabetic or anything like that, this is not going to have any added sugars. The only sugars that are in it are the ones that are in the natural fruits that it is made of. And like I said, there's only 13 ingredients in the whole thing. If you're taking collagen, just read your ingredients because most of them have a list that much. Miriam and I were talking last night about all the stuff that is in food and in different things. And we don't know what to buy anymore. And so I'm a big label reader now, and I don't promote anything that I feel like would not be good for you for sure. So
The reason we even went there was because I had some frozen chicken tenderloins and I was like in a hurry last night. So I was like, threw a couple of those in my air fryer. And when I cut open one of them, green, gooey stuff came out of it. It was really gross. So
Right.
talking about being grossed out for dinner last night, I was like, yeah, no, I'm now vegetarian. But there's a trend, Cynthia, on TikTok and Instagram and stuff of people that drink. And I guess it started out, grandparents used to do it before of drinking Jello. And they're doing that to get the collagen. That's why they're drinking that, guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, is the collagen in Jello helps with their joints. They learn there's a thing that grandmothers used to do that a long time. It was one of the old wives' tales of if you drink Jello, it helps your joints and stuff. And
Who knew?
that's why they're doing that. But that's why I asked what yours was sweetened with, because unless you do a sugar-free Jello and artificial sweeteners like that aren't good for you, you're ingesting all that sugar along with it.
Exactly, exactly. I have a lady that I actually met her through pageants, and she had been on her acid reflux medicine and it was cost her like $300 a month. And when she started taking the collagen, all that cleared up and she's off her meds. And now I can't make claims like that. I can't say that's going to happen with everybody, but she was over the moon. So she will not do without her collagen. There's just so many things. Collagen is good for our health and it's an investment in your health. So to me, okay, I'm going to either do that or I'm going to pay for some medications and all that kind of stuff later because eventually you're going to need your as we age, things are going to happen. Our bodies start wearing down and wearing out, and we have to. Not only do we need to be more physically active and do weight bearing exercises and all those kind of things, but what we do and put into our body is so important as we age as well.
And it's much cheaper to be proactive than have to pay for the
That
doctors and all that.
That's what I said. I'm getting ready for a 50th class reunion. I can't believe it's been 50 years, but we're going to walk in the homecoming parade or ride. Some of them will ride and some of them will walk. And I'm just like, I'm so blessed that I feel like I could walk a mile and a half. And there's so many people that can't do that. Just start with baby steps and get your steps in. I try to get 10,000 steps in a day. And if you can do that, I think it'll help so much. You'll feel real energized.
We
Okay.
are going to 100% pass this on to Cynthia and let her show us some makeup tips.
Okay. So, one of the things as we get older, our brows will dissipate. The hairs go away. And then what hair you have, they're going to be very gray. This is my COVID hair. I grew it out during COVID because I wasn't going anywhere because I wanted to grow my hair out. But it's something it's a process. And so I thought, if I'm not going anywhere, I'm going to be right here anyway. I might as well go ahead and grow it out. When I did, of course, I noticed my brows were getting more gray and everything. So I made the choice, and this is something that I invested in myself in, is I went and had my brows microbladed because they were so sparse. They were, I was trying to draw them on. They were always, this side looked different than that side. It was always something. If you can do that, I highly recommend microblading. I don't really have to do anything with my brows. Sometimes I'll fill them in, but they're there, and I have my brows done every day, whether without having to put product on. Now, we have a little brow liner that I'll go in and just fill in, but you don't have to if you don't want to. But one of the things I will tell you, and a lot of women my age have hooded eyes. Now, I had, oh gosh, 5, 6 years ago, the skin here on my eyes, right up here, was so heavy. It was weighing down on my eyelids. And some of you may know what I'm talking about. And your insurance, a lot of times, will pay for it because it's affecting your vision. I don't know. I had a big lot of skin that was taken off of my eyes right up here. And so that I could see better. And I couldn't even wear contacts before because my weight of the skin on my lids was so heavy, it would irritate me. So I did have that done. People ask me if I've ever had anything done, but I don't hide that I've had the eye things done because I did that not when I did it for cosmetic use, uh, cosmetically for anything. It was just I needed to see better.
Not
Um,
like a cosmetic thing. That is a
yeah,
physical
right.
body functional thing. My mom had that done too.
Yeah, and as you get older, it's just gonna happen, and we're gonna have that skin on our eyes is gonna sag. One of the things that I definitely say, go in lighter on your eyelids. Now, this is like a liquid eyeshadow. Let me get one of my brushes here. This is like a liquid eyeshadow, and this I call this eyeshadow for dummies. You can't mess it up, okay? So I'm gonna go here, I'm looking at a mirror here, and I'm just gonna put this is a color called Giggly. It's so pretty. It's a matte, and then I'm just gonna take a brush and just blend out the edges and blend it. And then we have lightness on our eyelid, okay? And you can just wear it like that. You can take another color and darken in the outer corner. But if you put a light color on your eyelid, your eyes are automatically going to look bigger. So, lighter color on your lid always. And one of the things that I hear most women talk about all the time is they are having trouble with eyeliner. Eyeliner pencils are harder to do as we get older. We're not as steady with our hands. I have a lot of women that tell me my hands shake just a little bit, and they didn't used to do that. So it's hard for me to do eyeliner. And I'm going to show you how I do eyeliner so that anybody can do it, and you don't have to do a pencil, a liquid, or anything. This is just dip and press. So this is just a black eyeliner. It's just a powder. And I'm gonna take just a little bit of, prime and set spray. Now you can use water. I like my prime and set spray, and I'm just gonna spray my brush and just give it a little mist. And then I'm gonna dip it in my black liner. You can use any color eyeshadow that you have. You can make an eyeliner out of it. So I'm gonna get in here where I can see y'all because I have to that's another thing as you get over. You gotta be able to see what you're doing. And then you're gonna go in on the lash line and you're gonna press, and you're just gonna press it on the lash line, and you
Cynthia,
have
while you're doing that, somebody wanted to know if how much microblading costs if
microblading will cost you around $500 to get your brows done, and then, you go back in 2 weeks after you have them done, she checks them, and they're not dark enough or because they have to heal, they numb you. I honestly, I'm a chicken when you get my with needles and stuff. This was not that at all, and then once a year, you go back and get the fill in where they'll dark them up a little bit, and that runs anywhere from 150 to 250, just depends on who. So it's an investment to get your brows done, but I don't regret it because I was struggling with such sparse brows. I could not get them drawn on every day. That was taking way too much of my time, and that was just something that I decided to invest in myself to do. I hope that answers your question. But depending on where you live, what area you live, this is Tennessee, and I've got a girl I go to, and if you want her name and want her number, if you're in Tennessee, I can definitely pass that on to you. She's amazing, and she's in Jackson, Tennessee. So I have to make a trip to her. Not that there's not a lot of other good ones out there. That's just who I chose. Okay. I just wanna let you know that this is you can see the difference, and then you've got a little eyeliner on. This eye looks more brighter because we put a little lightness on our eyelids. Those are 2 things that you can do just to brighten your eyes up. And, okay, I'm gonna tell my age really good here. Back in the '70s when I was doing, high school stuff, you remember, we would go all around our eyes with dark eyeliner, and we would put it in the waterline and all of that stuff. Stop doing that at this age. You don't need all of that under your eyes. It closes your eyes up, and it really will accentuate those lines that are under your eyes and everything here. All that darkness under there will just your eyes are gonna look smaller, and then you're just going to look like it just focuses too much on all of this right here. So, I suggest not putting a lot of eyeliner under here. I would just put maybe just I take a brush, let me just show you. You can take just like a round brush like this, and then just bring a little shadow under there, but don't make your waterline super dark and black. That will definitely make you look older, okay? That was just my I could show you all kinds of stuff with eyes, but we're limited on time, so we're just gonna hit the high points with eyes today. But that's my top tips. Keep your eyelids light. Keep your eyeliner. If you're gonna use the eyeliner, keep it close to the lash line. Don't make it too thick, and then leave the dark liner away from the bottom of the eyes. Okay. one of the things that I'm gonna show you is can really make your face look, a lot, uh, thinner. So, who doesn't want thinner looking face? And as we get more mature, powder sometime powder blushes seep into our lines and can make us look older. So, I use let me find my blush, here it is. I use just a cream blush. This is my favorite color. This is called Cinnamon Latte. It almost looks brown, but it's so pretty. And I just put just a little bit right there, and then I just take a brush. This also has a little thing here that you can just blend it out. I just prefer a brush, but if you don't have a blush brush, you can definitely use that. And then I'm going to go in and I'm just going to go. Now, we want to start here. Stop putting your blush way down here. We want to go up on the cheekbones and we just want to make it rise. Now I haven't put any foundation or anything on. We're just going with it and doing this. And I'm just going to show you, and you can take a little bit of a brush and blend that a little more. All right. Do you see how this cheekbone goes up and this side of your face looks more rounded? This brings your cheekbone up and you look like you have got more. Let me get a powder brush. We do have a sorry, see my armpit. We do have a what was I gonna say? See, I've lost we do have a concealer that you can use and you can put that there, but we'll talk concealer another day because I know I'm gonna come back at some point. We'll talk about different things. But today we're just talking about giving your face the best look. So you can see how that raised that up, took our cheekbones in just a little bit, and it just really made our face look thinner. But stop putting your blush way down here. Go halfway up and out. You can see how that side looks more lifted.
I'll be right back. I have to go wash my face. Sorry, member.
Ah, so that would be my tip for blush. Now we're gonna go on to how much time we got left, Marianne? Are we doing
We
good?
have about 20 minutes.
Oh, okay, we're good. Okay, so let me just go ahead and do and show you this. I didn't know if I'd have time, but I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to show you a lip pack, and we'll be done. I use a tinted moisturizer BB cream instead of a really thick foundation because I feel like that um, something that is thinner on our aging skin sets better. But we all know we have a lot under here. A lot of people have the dark circles, the bags and things. And I do have some good eye masks that work good for that as well. But we're not going to go into that today. But instead of using a thick sealer, I use just a foundation that is like a stick cream. And I just go in and I just dot that under there. And what I do, let me get I use a setting powder. Sorry, thought I had everything out, but I don't. I use a setting powder it has water molecule technologies. When you put this on, the water molecules are going to burst and they're going to absorb in to the lines and wrinkles and it's going to blur them. It's the neatest technology I've ever seen for a setting powder. So I'm going to go here and then I'm just going to take that where I had that foundation. I'm going to blend it with the setting powder and I'm just gonna put that right under my eyes, and if you can see, do you see how that kinda highlighted our eyes just a little bit? Blend everything. So do you see how that just so if you've got dark circles, instead of using a thick concealer that's gonna sit into your lines and how many of you can answer if you watch it, how many of you have put concealer on here lately, and then you go to the mirror in a couple of hours and you see it seeping down into your lines. That drives me crazy. So what I do is I just use the Private Set powder that has that water molecule technology, and it is just fabulous for under eye areas. Of course, I use it all over. But you can see, I don't know how it's coming in, but you can see how that just made that a lot more smoother under there. So that's a good little tip. To do. Don't put a really thick concealer. It's gonna just sit in those lines, and then you're gonna be missing out on that. Okay, now we're going to move on to lips, and I'm going to just show you my best lip trick. How many of you have chicken lips? I have chicken lips. My lips are very thin. I refuse to get a lot of lip injections and all the things that everybody tends to be doing now. The thoughts of somebody sticking something in my lips just I can't, I just can't. So I try to trick my lips into being bigger. So I do a few things that just make them look bigger so that I can have a little bit more confidence with my lips. Now, I use a lip exfoliator every single day. Your lips age too, okay? They age. You're going to see your lips get more pruny, more prickly. So this is a sugar shea butter lip exfoliator. And this is a lip scrubber. You can get these at any store, Amazon, Dollar Tree has them. There's just it's got two sides, and you're gonna brush your lips. And what this does before you apply lipstick is that it increases the blood flow in the lips, and it's gonna make the lips plump a little bit more. And you can feel it just invigorating those lips, and you can feel like they're growing. I can't explain it. But once you do that, you want to wipe all this off, right? And one thing I do every single night is I put a lip mask on because my lips tend to stay dry year round. And this is it's just like a jelly type stuff, and it's a lip mask. And I put this beside my bed, and every night I put it on my lips. I'm really trying to reverse these chicken lips a little bit. I don't know that it's going to ever make them, they're not going to come back to their full size, but it is helping, I can tell. So we're going to take a little lip liner, and I'm going to show you how I do this. We're going to outline your lips a little bit wider. Go out of the line just a little bit. Now you got that Cupid's bow there. If you want to make a little X there, you can do that just to know where you're going. And most women, me included, what your lips can be a little lopsided. You may line out of the line on one side, and you may not can do that on the other side because it's gonna look like lopsided. So you got to determine how yours are, and then go all the way around. Okay. Now this is one of my favorite lipsticks that I use. It's just this is my color. It's called Loaded. It's just really pretty. It's my everyday go to. Everybody has a go to lipstick. Okay. And this is mine. And we're just gonna put that all over our lips. Now our lips already look bigger, don't they? And I have to take a lip brush, and you can blend in where the liner is. If you don't want the liner to look a little bit different in color, mine was pretty close to the same color, but always make sure you go inside your pucker, because when you're talking, people can see the inside. Always and make sure that it's all the way in. Now, this trick here, I do this all the time because this is what really can make your lips look bigger. So, are you ready? So, you can take a lighter color lipstick. You can take concealer. You can take, I'm going to use this stick, that foundation that I use. You can use anything that's lighter. So, I'm going to take a little bit of this. I'm going to put it right in the center, top and bottom. By putting a little lightness in the center of your lips, do you see how that all of a sudden it made my lips look bigger? And that's just something that you can do to just make it look a little bit more plumper. But this is what I love to do. This is a lip plumper that we have. It says peppermint extract. It's just really good to plump your lips. But if you don't have a plumper, you've got a lip gloss, whatever it is, take a little bit of it, and you're going to put right in the center and give it some shine. And the shine, you see how that pulled the lip out just a little bit? And it just really made it look bigger. Now, you can take a little bit of a bronzer, and you can just take your finger and you can put just a little bit right under there. That makes that lip line protrude out a little bit more. And then if you want to take a highlight and you want the top to look bigger, see how that lighten it's all how the light reflects on it. It's just really reflecting it. And so here, you don't want it to reflect, you want it to be a little bit darker. On the top, you want it to more reflect. That has been the best way that I have come up with making my chicken lips look a little bit plumper and fuller. When I get through here, you can follow me over on Facebook. When I get through, I can do a picture of the complete look. Today is just, I didn't know, I don't want to put a lot of stuff on, um, foundation wise and all that. So I just hit the high spots of the way that I think would help you make the best of what features you have, and just simple things that you can do with your foundation, with your regular makeup routine that can help you look a little bit more put together. Your skin will not look as tired, and you will look like you're just more bright and put together and thinner face. That's always a plus. So that's my kind of my top tips. I plan to show a lot more, and if you follow me over on Facebook and Instagram, there's lots of tutorials. I go live all the time and show all kinds of makeup looks and tutorials and things like that. So you can follow me over there if you want to see me put together a complete look. But I know I wouldn't have time to put it all together while you're watching today.
We have about 10 minutes left. If you guys have any questions, now's the time to throw that in the Q&A for Cynthia so that she has time to answer those real quick. I have a question. Lip liner, which I've always been very lazy about doing it. Does it make your lipstick last longer? Because I'm constantly having to reapply lipstick, but I don't
Oh,
do the 5 steps you just did either.
yes. Here's why lipstick does not stay on. It's the acidity in your mouth. I see all kinds of lipsticks all the time that they say 10 hour wear, they will stay, whatever. I don't care what brand it is. I will get 4 or 5 hours and then I eat mine off. But my, I have acidity probably more than most people in my lips. And I know that as we talk, as we lick our lips or whatever, that acidity eats away the lipstick. Now, a lip liner, it being more of a pencil and it's just a little bit stiffer product. It's not creamy. It is, but it's pencil. Um, I have a lot of women that just put it on all over their lips and then go over with their lipstick. Then when the lipstick starts to wear off, they still got some color with the lip liner being there. Everybody's got to experiment. I know there was a lipstick company that was out that's still a company, and I thought I'm going to buy that because everybody's talking about how it stays on forever. You know what my experience was? It would come off over here, then it wouldn't come off over here, and I look in the mirror and I look like I had not done my lipstick. What did you do? But it's the acidity in my lips, and I just know that it's gonna wear off when I move my mouth a lot. So
Share with you last
that's
night. I
one of
have
the
really dry lips. And when I
Mhm.
try those longer lasting lipsticks, they tend to dry out your lips more. And that's the problem I have with those
Yeah,
is that
lip
that's my
stains.
problem.
A lot of lip stains are really dry. Now we have a 10-hour wear lipstick it's a creamy lipstick. It's pretty good. I get pretty much long lasting with that, but it's going to vary with people. So if a company tells you they've got a 10-hour wear lipstick, if the lipstick hadn't lasted with a lot of other companies, it's probably not going to last with this as well because you just have more acidity in your lips. But one thing that I will tell you that will help your lipstick stay on is if you take care of your lips better, a lip mask at night, sleep in something that is going to condition your lips and make your lips less dry. It'll take care of that dry skin, and then exfoliate them every single day. Our lips end up with a lot of dry skin on there, even if you don't see it. So that's why I use like a lip exfoliator every single day just to take off the dead that builds up on my lips. And that alone will help your lipstick stay a little bit longer.
Cynthia's gonna send me some stuff for my lips. And so I will let because mine is like to the extreme. People used to be like what is wrong with your lips? And so then I learned about exfoliating and wearing lip masks and stuff like that. And I don't think I'm 100% there yet, but I'm
Yeah.
better than it used to be. So I'm going to try Cynthia's and let you guys know.
And it's a forming a habit to use something, and I find if I put my, I got a lip exfoliator that's beside my toothbrush, and I use this little lip scrubber thing, and I just do it every day. Just I'm gonna brush my teeth because I know my lips are they're shrinking, and I'm having to do something. But I, honestly, get you one of these because my lips. I can't really say that they grew, but you can already tell just before I put the lipstick on that my lips are bigger than when I first started talking. You go back and show those, but this increasing the blood flow and just this little thing gets all of that dead off. I love that thing. So I just keep one by my toothbrush. Now you can brush your teeth. You can brush your lips with your toothbrush too, if you want to do that. A lot of people do that. I just like that little silicone lip scrubber. I just feel like it's not as harsh as a toothbrush.
There. All right. So I don't see any more questions. You guys have been really quiet.
They
Um,
have. I see a lot of my friends on here, and some of them, of course, a lot of them are my customers, and they've heard me before.
they
They're,
have all
they're,
questions answered. I can't speak today. We noticed that trend.
yeah,
Um,
I'm that way a lot.
Kathy said, learn new makeup tips. Thanks. Kathy, thanks for commenting. Again, if you guys will head over to livecommunity.online and make sure that you register. I promise you, I'm not huge in sending out a bunch of emails. So you're not going to get a ton of spam, but you are going to get a ton of free programming like Cynthia's class here. We've got Donna Mazzatelli is on there. She's teaching about journaling. We've got Jessica Cannon is on there. She's teaching about gut health. We've got yoga coming up, wine tasting, trivia, all kinds of stuff that we're hoping to engage the 50 plus age group with, and educational fun, stuff like that. We're also spending a lot of the money that we make through some sponsors and stuff to help sponsor some, again, not being able to talk, certified dementia specialists and other organizations out there that help seniors. If you guys teach anything and you want to come on and teach a class and be part of it, I'm definitely open to that. I will put my email here in the chat. Cynthia, what else you got for us? And then we're going to wrap it up. We got about 4 minutes left.
Just everybody's face is different, and everybody has certain issues, and sometimes it's trial and error of trying to do things that you can do. I know when I first started, I watched tons and tons of videos, and I would say, "Oh, that looks interesting," and I tried it, and it didn't really work for me. Some things don't, and even through my when I do makeup for the Senior America and stuff, there I have some of them that maybe I know that it's not gonna work for them. Certain products, their skin is just a different texture. They're more oily or dry. And I think you have to decide some things that you need to try to make the best of your features. We all have different features. We all have different skin types and things like that. So that's why today I just touched on a few things that I think will apply to everybody that you can do. Don't leave your blush off because you can see how that side of my face looks more lifted. Find eyeshadows that complement you. You can't, and this is something that seniors have to remember. You cannot always go with all the trends. We just can't. And I see a lot of trends coming up. I saw a thing the other day. It was something about uh, applying bronzer on your eyelids and all over and everything, and I thought, "Okay, I'm gonna try that." I just looked. That just did not do anything for me, and it just not did not complement my skin at all. But I see a lot of the younger girls that do it, and their skin just glows with it. Even the things that I may suggest to you, I suggest you try them, and then you make the more you try different things, the more you may find that works for you. Not everybody is into a lot of makeup. Not everybody is just do you get overwhelmed when you go to somewhere like Sephora or Ulta and all that? I go in those stores and I'm just like, "What's out there? I don't know." And so, I find with most of my customers is they see somebody they know use the products, and then they can ask questions and my company has a 14-day love-it guarantee. So if you get something you don't love it, I'm gonna give you your money back.
What's your
So,
company, Cynthia? Tell everybody.
oh, my company is unique, and I've been with the company now. I'll be 10 years in December. So and another thing I'm going to plug here right fast, if you don't mind, Marianne, everything all the profits from our company sales goes to charity. And the biggest thing that we contribute to is it's called Sapria, which is formerly the Unique Foundation, which is helps women who have been sexually abused when they were younger, and it gives them a chance to go to a retreat to get the healing that they need. And when you check out on my website, you will see 10% of your sales go to automatically. They just pull 10% of everything that's sold to that organization. And then everything profit wise that the company makes after they pay all the expenses every month goes to charity. And our CEO does not draw a paycheck. Everything that he would have made goes to charities. And it's charities that would be something all of us would want to give to help not only the women who've been sexually abused, but just getting people back on their feet after a hard time. Even we're doing a lot of things, homeless, just different things.
Yeah.
So I'm passionate about it because I feel like their heart is in the right place with what we do with the money that and I honestly feel like the mission is why the company succeeded, so well, as well. Oh, can I do one more thing?
Yes.
We have a new mascara. It's called Quandra, and I didn't cover that today, but there's a video that is posted on my page, and this is a 4-in-1 mascara, and it has lash primer, lash serum. It has tubing which wraps around each lash that gives it the strength and the polymers to make the lashes longer. And it is a mascara. So it's a 4-in-1. And I'm so excited about this product because we have the patent on it. And there's no other product like this out there anywhere. So you can go to my page that is here. And if you go to my Facebook and Instagram, you're going to see it all over. But I did not even show this today, but you can see about this. And
And we'll definitely do that in one in the future as well.
yeah, we will. We will. And I was just trying to,
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't
And
want to I'm not trying to be salesy, y'all, but I'm just trying to tell you things that work.
in the chat section, if you guys haven't been there, because you guys have been so quiet, there is a couple instances where I did post her link to the Hip Senior Directory page here, and she has a video up about the eyelash serum on there as well. So go check that out. All her contact information is there. Cynthia, show the bag. Guys need to head over to livecommunity.online, register there, and you're going to be automatically registered to win this gift bag that Cynthia is giving away with all kinds of goodies. The Tingle, which I never knew that was called that. That was called like a microblader type thing.
The Tinkle, the lip exfoliator, and you're going to get a collagen sample, and then you're going to get some of my other most favorite products in that bag. So it will probably be worth probably when I get done about $75.
Okay. So yeah, live community done online. You've got to register there in order to get it. Like I said, I promise we will not be spamming you. There will be some emails coming out in the near future because we're setting up a dashboard where people can go. And on that dashboard, you'll see everything where you can register for the webinars, click to watch them, chat amongst people, make friends, do all that stuff all from one screen. I'm still working on that. Hopefully in the next couple of days, I'll be wrapped up. So go register there. You'll be entered in to do that. And then that's where we will also let when Cynthia is going to be live again. And you guys are welcome to hop on the chat thing as soon as I get that up and let us know what kind of things you want Cynthia to talk about and show as well. If you've got favorite products that she covers or you've got a skincare question, definitely leave those comments there. And Cynthia will make sure to see those and we'll go from there.
If you can leave me a positive comment give me a rating and stuff,
Oh,
that
yeah.
helps as well.
On her page, on the Hip Senior Directory that's linked in chat, there is a thing where you can submit a review. Please do that.
Thank you, Marianne, so much for everything you've done. I know it's trial and error for you on this. This is all a new platform, and it's going to take time to get everything ironed out. But thanks for being patient with me when I wasn't as prepared as I need to be.
I had a brain fart moment. I forgot how to say your name. Somebody threw up an emoji about that. It's all good, but I am so glad, Cynthia, that you are here with us today and part of the Hip Senior. Cynthia is a full blown member of the Hip Senior. She can submit articles on our digital magazine. If you go to thehipsenior.com, we have a magazine as well on there, a directory, podcast. We have a book site if you're looking for books that have anything to do with senior citizens, whether it be memoirs, cancer, dementia, any subjects like that. We're still building that out as well and looking for authors for that. And then, like I said, live community is 2 weeks. Today marks 2 weeks anniversary today.
Just a
Yeah,
baby.
just a
Got a lot,
baby.
got a lot to do, and it's gonna be something that you're gonna hear lots and lots more about as it evolves. And so you can say, "Hey, I was on that webinar when you first started."
The launch first 2 weeks. Exactly. Guys, thank you so much for being here with us. It's been a pleasure. Um, and like I said, thanks for being part of the grand launch of this. And I look forward to bringing you guys a lot more content and a lot more Cynthia, because this is where it's going to be the place to be. Cynthia,
Thank you.
thanks for being with us today. We certainly appreciate it.
I loved it. Thank you all so much, and thank you to all my friends and followers and everybody for joining today. And I hope that next time I'm on, we'll double it, and then we'll double it some more, and we'll get the word out about some things that Marianne is doing in other platforms as well. And I hope that even though you joined today, because you keep up with her and know what else is coming, and you'll join a few more as well. And I think it'll be, especially if you're over 50, I think everybody needs to pay attention, because we're all here to help each other.
If you guys want to follow me, I would definitely appreciate the follow as well. You can find me as the Hip Senior on Instagram. It's the_hip_senior, but that's where you're going to find me on social media, is always the Hip Senior. So thanks, guys.
It's recorded, so they
Yep.
can go back. Anybody can go back and watch it or whatever. Okay.
Yep. You'll be able to go to the page on livecommunity.online and rewatch that as well. So feel free to share that out as well. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. Cynthia, thanks again for being with us, and we will talk to everyone soon.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.